Wait, hold on. No, I got it. There, everything's fine. Here we are in my virtual space, but I'm not virtual anymore, which I don't really know how I feel about that. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Hey there. Welcome to Woody Devs. Normally here we talk about Unreal Engine a lot, but today we're going to talk about it in a whole new way. So recently I got the chance to tour at an LED stage that uses Unreal to power all of their screens instead of using green screen. I found it really fascinating. I tried to ask good questions, and oh wait, yeah, one other thing. We're going to be taking this 3D environment here and we're going to be looking at it in an LED volume. This is the best day of my life.
All right, my name's Steve Dable. I'm the founder and creative director of The Family. We're a technology-driven storytelling studio. What that means is we pretty much get stories. We work with brands, we work with artists, and figure out how to use technology to actually tell those stories. So here we're in our virtual production studio, focusing on in-camera visual effects, which is like doing VR, but instead of a VR headset, it's a cinema camera, and then we're moving the cinema camera and changing the backgrounds. The goal here is kind of to figure out storytelling, figure out ways we can use technology, incorporate technology into it. So the LED screen is mainly for in-camera visual effects. Right now this is a Blackmagic rigged up, just testing different trackers on it. So we have a full studio, we have a long L wall, we have 2 floating panels. These floating panels are on wheels, so that's kind of going to give you different lighting. If you want reflections, if you want to be able to have a little more control over where the walls are going to be, these 2 floating panels are big for like cinematographers and gaffers having more control. We have a ceiling up top. The ceiling's on 4 independent motors, so we can move it up and down in any direction. A lot of times if we're doing a car scene and the car is here and the windshield is in this part, we can angle the screen to make sure it perfectly hits the windshield, and then that's how we're going to get realistic car plates. Everything is running in Unreal Engine. This is Unreal 5 right now with this great looking living room. So this beautiful scene right now, that's hooked up to our web UI, and web UI lets someone like myself, who could be a virtual production supervisor on a shoot, or if we want to have the confidence to give it to a director, we can choose what controls are going to go through. So here we're just moving the camera view around. It's very tangible to work this way. I think coming from a visual effects background, we do a lot of green screen productions, and when you're using green screen, there's a lot of limitations on set. Actors have to look in certain places. Here we're making it more like being on set. If I wanted to move something, I could just move it. Said, hey, I want to move the camera over. I'm just moving a little slider. That's extremely easy and extremely intuitive, so it doesn't feel like we're in a very high-tech place. The underbelly of this is absurdly technical, but on the floor, the goal is all the filmmakers here. We're just working on getting the best story, and we're working on getting the best type of collaboration. So a lot of our systems running on Disguise, which lets us do really large productions, but we have full control of being able to move through our Disguise scene. That's a big part. So if we wanted to integrate any other tech, say we're doing a driving scene and we want the steering wheel to link up to Unreal, that's all gonna run through that full system so that it's very accessible and very easy on the floor. And then behind the scenes, we can deal with all the cabling and all the problems that the filmmakers like to create. Our tracking system, right now we're running on the Red Spy. That's going up to the ceiling. There's trackers all over the ceiling, so that's mounting the camera. So that means when we move the camera, we're also moving in the Unreal scene. We're using multi-user, but that allows us to actually make changes in Unreal. So right now there's a computer on the floor for this, but this could also get piped in remote, so we could have another artist somewhere else. And if we were working and we say, hey, the like skateboard has to move over, that artist can be able to just grab that skateboard and then move it over.
Could you step back towards the screen a little bit? Yeah. Get closer to your desk.
So Bryan's camera is the same as my camera, but obviously has all the virtual production gear where I'm just more rigged for an interview. So you're Blackmagicking me while I'm Blackmagicking you. That sounds inappropriate.
That does sound inappropriate.
Yeah, no, I'm good with this silly gag.
So this is our main interface for our VX4 media server. That's our main backbone. You can see a version of our studio here. We have our ceiling and our 2 side panels.
So that's the server back there. Is it always this loud up here?
Yes, unfortunately it is, and that's part of the reason servers are always either isolated in a separate room from the soundstage, or you can buy hush boxes, really expensive quiet boxes. We're very used to using media servers for projection mapping or running concert stages and things like that. You can have precise control of the frame rate of the playback, Genlock capabilities to frame sync that with the cameras. And we have a Disguise RX that is our real-time Unreal Engine render. The RX is basically like any other Unreal Engine workstation you would have at home, except it's got to have an A6000 syncable video card in it.
Just the one A6000, or do you have multiple?
It's just the one for now. Where it's able to be scaled, we can bring in rental units. It's able to deliver uncompressed content at 4K resolution, running real time onto the screens.
It would be fun to do a stream as me in this space. However, this whole facility costs hundreds of thousands of dollars, so I don't think that one's really in the cards. But this has been a really cool tour of this space. It's been so great to be able to talk to you guys and to just get a look at the future of filmmaking with Unreal Engine and with in-camera FX. I'll use that for the ending.
Awesome.
That felt really good. Lastly, before I go, a huge shout out to Bryan from Choreographics and Steve from the family. You guys were so fantastic. Thanks for having me out. Thanks for loading up my scene. And man, it's just really cool to see what you guys have been doing out here. You guys should definitely check them out. I've got links below to their websites. Super cool guys and great to work with if you're ever looking for a stage and looking for cool people. Lastly, if you think this was cool, we haven't even scratched the surface of what we can do with this game engine and all sorts of other shenanigans. So subscribe to this channel for more of that kind of stuff, but also you can check out our Discord. Thanks so much, y'all. Have a great day.